Other interesting cultural news, Matt Walsh, he's going a little roasted and a little bit vindicated when he's pointing out a Pitbull attack on X Twitter. Now, obviously, this comes from his personal X Twitter profile, in which he says, quote, "It continues to be insane that we allow people to own pit bulls. They are dangerous beasts who don't belong in our communities. There are no good pit bulls, only ones that haven't mauled anyone yet," unquote. And he accompanied it with this little video from Black Lotus Tactical. And is the video, I was going to say, cover your eyes, or if you have youth listening or watching, have them step in another room for a minute because it is a little grotesque, and there are a couple dogs where, yeah, they're no longer with us. And I forget which city this is in.
Bro.
If dogs running around the neighborhood.
This fucking pit just fucked somebody up, dude.
Yeah, a bunch of dogs, like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all attacking one guy in a t-shirt, which, again, that is a fashion faux pas. You're not supposed to wear a t-shirt, heaven forbid, in public. But you don't deserve to get attacked by a pit bull for that. I will say that for the record. I mean, as abhorrent as it is for me, someone wearing a t-shirt, nevertheless, it's not gone too far. He's on the ground with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dogs mauling him. I don't know how lazy this. There's this one guy standing to the right, just not helping at all, just yelling. Which, spoiler, that's not helping. Like literally anything would be, nearly anything would be more effective than that. Looks like a gal's coming up to try to help him. She's interviewing him. A dog, probably about the same weight as her, it starts attacking her and pushing her away.
Oh.
You got one guy still on the ground. Was it 4 or 5 guys attacking him? Sorry, one guy on the ground, 4 to 5 dogs attacking him. They're biting him all over. Jeez, don't these people have guns? Yet another recent 1,999,000 or 1,999,995,443 actually own and properly train and use a gun. The Second Amendment is one of the most vital amendments in the Bill of Rights. Yet another great use case of civilians should be able to defend themselves from these raging pit bulls. I mean, they're quite literally attacking a man, biting him all over, and you got 2 people just standing there. One's yelling and someone's recording this too. Police finally stroll up, and this is where, I don't know if it's dark humor or just a dark video. So again, if you have kids, get in the other room. Jeez, how long is he gonna wait?
That's us? No.
What the crap? So this what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid seconds. Police just standing there. He unholstered his gun. Let's see.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to 6 seconds. The police officer. Again, that's just him on camera. I think the car moved in the intersection. Police car moved in the intersection. So he probably had maybe 10 seconds standing there with a pistol, doing nothing. Now, granted, he did the right thing eventually.
Bro.
There you go. Alright. Another dog's running away in cowardice. Jeez, one dog, again, about the size of the lady, I think, which took a couple of the hits, is running still pretty hard at another guy, and finally is, what do you call it? I think the kid's like dancing in the middle of the road. Well, it's the last dance that dog's gonna do. I wonder if that person is actually angry at the police officer for killing the dogs. Which, of all the times the police officer deserves kudos and rewards, which I might be aging myself. I don't think people even know what a kudos bar is, but nevertheless, there's a treat back in the day. And yeah, the police did a great job right there. Overall, helped save that guy's life. And again, this went viral. Got 6.2 million views and 26,000 likes. So interestingly enough, not the biggest like ratio for Mr. Matt Walsh. This is perhaps, fascinatingly enough, one of the most controversial cultural takes that we've seen throughout the years. And it's very cyclical. Every couple of months, inevitably, you seem to have another pit bull attack with someone being mauled beyond the point of recognition. And you have this great debate come, is it the owner, is it the dog breed, is it, nature versus nurture, the age-old debate. And the pit bull owners are very stalwart, they're all about saying, it's only the owner issue. Now, the statistics show that, yeah, pit bulls contribute a majority of fatal bites. It's over 50%. I think last time I checked, it was like 60% of all fatal dog bites were from the pit bull category. Now, is that because they're inherently like that? It's because it's the owners that are training them? Because there are a lot of variables to look into, but in terms of the raw data, they just happen to be the ones that are more often than not involved in deadly attacks. Now, one of the first comments comes from Matt Walsh, and he actually says, "Where is Christy Nome when you need her?" Unquote, getting 7,000 likes, which, yeah, she shot herself in the foot, politically speaking, when she also shot her dog. Yeah, or was it just random dog? Nevertheless, it was one of the worst moves on the political chessboard I've seen in my life. Now, you also have Old School Eddie saying, quote, "My pit is the sweetest and most loving dog I've ever owned. Blame the owner, not the dog." Very popular sentiment, getting 4.2 thousand likes. You also have Ian Carroll says, quote, "Wow, tell me you know nothing about dogs without telling me you know nothing about dogs. You know your network got a gag order on your Candace in secret while publicly posturing as though they want to debate her right. No issue there." I'm quoting 5.8 thousand likes, which is yet another cultural controversy lately with the Daily Wire versus Candace Owens. Now, fascinatingly enough, 363 people responded to Ian. Or if anyone responded with statistics. Checkmate? Which, A plus for pun. This person spelled it like they're from the country, the Czech Republic. Now, if they had someone who was like dressed with a Czech flag playing on the chessboard as their profile picture, that'd be better. But nevertheless, I appreciate the word pun. Checkmate says, quote, "I agree with him on this one, dude. Pit bulls are bred to be short-tempered, and they clamp their jaws down permanently because they were breaking a bull out. They were breaking to tire a bull out. Not a good combo to live with humans," getting 152 likes. Team Rally also said, "Why are you bringing up secondary unrelated issues? He's talking about dogs," getting 286 likes. You also have Arch Stanton saying, quote, "CNN headline, white cop shoots unarmed black dog," getting, unquote, getting 5.1 thousand likes. Which, yeah, that is technically true. And another great example of the importance of knowing framing, where obviously you can take a situation and frame it different ways to make it mean very different things. Ray says, "I hate those dogs. I don't care who the owner is. They can't be trusted," unquote, getting 2,000 likes. AC says, quote, "Dangerous if not trained. If trained, they're one of the kindest, loyal, and most well-behaved breeds on the planet. Also in this video, the large dog is clearly a Mastiff and the others look like a mix of breeds. At the end of the day, this will go in as a pit bull attack because most folks are fairly ignorant of dog breeds. Further adding to the misconception, people who say things like unalive all pit bulls use the same fallacy as people promoting gun control. They often have zero experience with guns, so their reality is based on a constant drip of scary news articles and emotional imagery," getting, unquote. I got 1.6 thousand likes, and is another false equivalence that you hear a lot of the times when it comes to guns and pit bulls. Which, yeah, no. Literally apples to water, or an inanimate object to an animal. Not a very catchy phrase or analogy or metaphor, but nevertheless. Do a couple more here. You know, John LaFair saying, quote, "Despite making up only 6% of the dog population, pit bulls account for nearly 60% of all dog fatalities," unquote, getting 2.7 thousand likes. Which, yeah, that sounds about right. Here's the statistics I've seen throughout the years. Let's see here. Winter says, "Dogs aren't inherently good or bad. Their personalities develop from trauma they suffered in their lives, just like people. Have some compassion, try not to hate," unquote, getting 925 likes. Miss Sunrise says, quote, "Retriever retrieves things, breedings. Border Collie herds up chickens, breeding. Beagle follows his nose in the wood, breeding. Terrier dogs dig holes in yards, breeding. Pit bulls mauls a child. Bad training must be the owner." Unquote, getting 479 likes. Here. Ooh, Dr. Abby Johnson says, quote, "It's time to play. Place your token over each statement when you hear it. See how fast you can get a bingo. Bonus, you get a second token if any of the phrases blow complete in a sentence, like, quote, 'I am also sorry, but your toddler, grandma, innocent pet was killed and maimed.' But some of the spots on the bingo board are, 'All dogs bite. My dog would never bite. I can't believe my dog bit someone. You must have done something.' Poor dog was confused, scared, being protective. Photo of Pitbull in a tutu. Chihuahuas bite more." Yeah, that is one of the dumbest, most mentally vacuous things I have read throughout the years when it comes to the debate on, are there breeds inherently more dangerous than others, or why do pit bulls represent such a large percentage of the deaths when it comes to dog-related deaths. Yeah, everyone goes, chinchillas bite more. Yes, nobody cares because no one. I can't conceivably think of a single example where someone is dying from a chinchilla. I don't think anyone's buying them either, except, isn't that the dumb Taco Bell dog? PepsiCo bought the one, I guess, which at the time was the parent company behind it. They subsequently sold off KFC and all those entities to Yum Brands. Fun business fact of the day. Let's see here. Another one says you're ignorant. Somehow the dog got out. Blame the breed. Blame the deed, not the breed. Don't blame the owner. Blame the owner. You should have gotten a bigger dog. You shouldn't have been in the front yard. Your dog shouldn't have barked. I have the right to own any pet I want. Well, actually, I'm gonna side with that one. This is America. You're supposed to be able to own one. Let's see here. Another bingo story is you gotta watch them around children. And there's many more, but that did get 1,000 likes. Let's see here. David Leatherwood says, quote, when cops shoot and kill violent pit bulls, they're heroes. When Christy Nolm shoots and kills a violent farm dog, she's smeared by the right. Fine emoji. I'm quoting 352 likes. Do one or two more here. See, the bearded ham, that just sounds like a cool name. And profile picture is A+. It is, in fact, a bearded ham. And he says, quote, I've been in debate with hundreds of people over the last 24 hours over this video. Not all the dogs are pit bulls, and 65% of dogs involved in attacks are misidentified as pit bulls. I will stand firm that this is an owner issue in a majority of cases and not the breed. Big fan of the show. I'm actually about to watch your show after I send this reply. I would love to debate with you on this. Maybe you and I can have more intelligent conversation than the majority of the replies I received. I got 946 likes, which that'd be a fun debate. I would actually tune into that. If it's like a pit bull debate, not the the rapper versus the rapper, but an actual pit bull debate enters the conversation around dog-related fatalities and what is the myth versus could you actually have a conclusive conversation or conclusive debate on it, where at the end of the day we actually dig the data and we find it out if there truly is or not. Either way, I think it'd be a pretty fascinating opportunity. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but let me know. Have you ever had an instance where there's been a tragedy in your family, or someone's attacked by a dog, and coincidentally it's just a pit bull? I mean, I can't but notice when I puppy sit. Well, I say puppy, they're grown up, but when I have friends with dogs, the ones that are violent or crepuscular is not violent, but the ones that are violent are usually pit bulls. And that being said, after a couple of days of throwing food in a cage, they eventually stopped barking at me. Although the joke is they just didn't like me because I was Cuban. But nevertheless, let me know in the comments. As always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Don't forget to take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, sharing the video is a great way to assist as well. And lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.